Welcome back, guys, to our next lesson. In the previous lesson, we looked at the nested dynamic routing. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the catch-all segments. It's still another concept of routing. Let's say we have something like this. Let's say we have something like this. Let's say we have something like this. Let's say books. Let's say chapters. So let's say we have different books. For instance, let's say we have book 1, and book 1 has 5 chapters. We have book 2. Book 2 also has 5 chapters. We have book 3. Book 3 also has 5 chapters, just like that. So imagine that if we want to create nested route for these things, you can imagine we have book 1, we create 5 routes in it. We have book 2, we create another 5 folders. We have book 3, we create another 5 folders. It's going to be too much. Imagine now that we have like 100 books, and each book has like 5 or 10 chapters. Imagine the number of routes we are going to create. And let's say if we want to use dynamic routing, for instance, now let's say we have a dynamic route for books. We also have a dynamic route for chapter. We say we're still going to create maybe like 2 folders. Then imagine now that later we now create something else like this. After we've done 2 routes, we now create something like this again. Slash, let me just say examples. You see, but then we are still going to come to our code again and create an extra file again. And that means an extra folder, which is an extra route. You see, so we're still going to create, we're still going to have more folders in our project. So instead of doing something like this will lead us to this catch all segment, where we just use one file to catch all this, to catch, that means the full URL, no matter the number of routes or folders we put here. That's catch all segment is going to catch everything. So let's see how to do this. Majorly, this is used for like things like maybe documentation and stuff like that, where you have different topics, and each topic has its own chapters like that, things like that. So that's where we normally use this catch all segments. So let's say we have something like this. Okay, let me say call it docs, and right. So doing catch all segment now, we still use with square bracket like dynamic routes, but in this case now we use ellipses, 3 dots, just like the spread operator in JavaScript, and we can also say slug here, which is common URL parameter, and web development. We can just use that there, slug, and we'll create our page .tsx here. And so you can write stuff here, export default function, and just call this docs. Right. Then return Alright, and so let's just set this text, center text, and just make this Excel. Alright, so let me just say which now. Let me just say doc, docs. Okay, let me just say docs, docs page. Right. So if we should docs on page this for this, right. So we are still going to use our params object here. The params object with our params object here, and we say we use the if statement. So now we want to say if what we are using here, if we have two routes here like books and chapter 2, which are two folders, then if it's just book, it is one. So we want to test for either maybe one, if it's one of it or two of it, or maybe if we want to check for more, if there's three like examples like I said earlier. Let's not just test that on your own. Let's test for two books. If there are two, one, two, let me two route or one route, or if it is on the let me just like the home page, which is the docs. So let's say that. So we're going to use the help of an if statement to get that. So say if params dot length so we say if params dot slug dot length, so length equal to 2, and is equal to 2, just do this, return this as if dot slug. I guess you know where this slug is coming from. This slug, which is just like a dynamic, but because of this spread or this operator, like spread operator, that's what we're using as the catch segments, catch all segments. So params.slug dot length equal to 1, So if it is this now, so we say, let me just say view, sorry, this I have validated. Viewing docs for, let me see viewing details. For viewing details for params dot slug, which is for this one is for the first one. Let's say there are two. Give the test for both. So test for the second one too. And guess the array array value we are going to use there, which is going to be for 1. This is for the first, and this will be for the second. So one here, and this place will be, since this one is for 1, so if you enter the table, there's for balance, there's slug, and since it's just for one route, so we use z here because we said if it is equals to 1, and if there is no route, if we just have one page for the docs, then we are going to save this docs home page. So let's go to our browser now and see what we have done. You see it, viewing details for books is the first one, and chapters is the second one. So if we remove this now, see viewing details for books, which is follow one now. So you see how easy that is now. If we do this now, so if we just view this now, it's going to show us a 404 page. So there's what we call optional catch-all segments in Next.js, which you can use so that this will display the home page for us instead of this 404 error. So what we have to do now in our code next is to add another square bracket to this, which Next.js will use as the optional catch-all segment. So if we add another square bracket to this, we have to go to our code and do this. So we are going to add optional chaining here. So we add optional chaining, we save it and go here. Now you can see it in the docs on the page. So there's the optional catch or segment. That's how it works. It's very easy. If you still do this, anything you type here, it mustn't be books and chapters. We can put when I say routing, you see it. If you really place for routing, and we can say and type, let's say types of routing. You can see if you indicate for routing and types of routing. So it's very easy. So now you know places where you can use the catch or segment for